Space is open to us now. We go into space.
I've been holding my action. It's time to go.
Welcome, everyone. We're the Dicks in the Dark, and this is Dungeons and Dragons, so smash like. Make sure to subscribe for more D&D. Ring the bell so you don't miss any of these great Dungeons and Dragons games. And what else? Leave a message down below. Leave a comment. Tell us how you feel about this stream live if you were here, like some of our friends, Calm Star Knight and Country Fried Minis. And if you're watching later, make sure to leave a comment as well. Also, share the stream if you are so inclined. Thank you for all of our supporters, new and old. We love you. We're the Dicks in the Dark. I am DM Steve. How are you guys doing? Garrett.
That was awkward.
It was dramatic.
It was. Yeah, Country Fried Mini says, we love, dicks? Yes, we love dicks. You love dicks, and so we're the Dicks in the Dark, and you're here for all the love that we have to give you, and all that stuff. Also, if you're interested in the painting of the miniatures, check out our friend Country Fried Minis. He's here in the chat. He does the painting of the miniatures as well as other shenanigans over on his channel, Country Fried Minis. So please go check him out. Garrett, you came back from the Ozarks?
Yes, I did. I am one shade darker and 2 shades more relaxed.
Nice. That's always the positive way to come out of the Ozarks. Not in a body bag like like the show, The Ozarks, where a bunch of people die. You still haven't watched that show though, have you?
Still haven't watched it. Nope.
Yeah. It was very frustrating for me. I liked it. It was good, but it was also angering. So, I don't know. Take that for what you will. But did you have a good time?
Yeah, great time. Just mostly in the water, either in the lake, on a boat, or in a pool.
Were there jet skis or anything like that? Even any?
No jet skis this time.
jet
That's the only
skis?
thing we probably should have done was rented jet skis.
That's cool. Even without jet skis, if you're on a boat,
Yeah.
that's that's pretty
On a boat,
ballin'.
motherfucker.
Exactly. Cameron, were you on a boat?
Yo, I have not been on a boat. Standard stuff recently. I'm actually building a new PC. Most of my parts come in tomorrow, so that's a little project that I'll be working on.
Oh, you mentioned that to me last time. I don't know if you mentioned it on stream. I can talk. So you've decided you're getting pieces, parts.
Yeah, most of my pieces I have already right now are I've got the AIO, I've got the CPU, thermal paste. I got my fans in today, and you can't see it. It's off to the very side of me here, but I got my new case, and I was showing that off to Garrett and Dan. It looks very cool. It's got some wooden framing slats on the front. But yeah, I'm super excited about it.
Well, once it's all done, you show it off to us and everything. I used to have nightmares about thermal paste when I owned a video game store. It was at the time when the Red Ring of Death for the Xbox 360 was at its height, and I was repairing a bazillion 360s, and just I was just ordering so much Arctic Silver, it was ridiculous. So yeah, Dungeon Dan.
Yo,
how you doing?
I'm hot. I've
Oh
been
my
hot.
god, it's been so hot.
I've been hot.
Oh yeah, Dan? You're
it's
hot?
been crazy. Mowing the grass in this weather is not fun. Let me
Oh,
tell you that
no.
right now. Let me tell you that right now. Like
No,
like it was
no.
it was bad. It was bad. Although I actually broke down and put the air conditioning in over the weekend, and yeah.
Actually, you want to hear something kind of awesome? Her sister came over and mowed our grass in in preparation for the
Oh,
pool.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because
So
yeah,
like, you know,
she's wanting that pool, so she's coming over to.
she's wanting to come over and use the pool. So she came over and did a bunch of yard work, which was
That's
which was
good.
okay.
That's good.
Okay,
Right.
yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah.
Man, what is it with this what was with the cover, man? The cover of today's
Oh, the
there's
thumbnail.
yeah, there's some Native American stuff going on. What's
There's
happening
some
with
there's
this?
some wildness on the
Yeah.
thumbnail here. And there's also like a little building that has like a little cap on it,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, interesting. Lots of cool stuff.
But we're not spending any time in the desert. It's all going to be at the fort this week, right?
Yeah, exactly. All at the fort this week.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
a little recap if you guys want it.
Ooh.
Ooh, we got a recap.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, well, let me get over to the
Is it a
game.
pre-vibe recap or a post-vibe recap?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea.
I think we need a I think we need a post vibe recap actually.
You think?
So you
That
think we
it
should
seems official,
vibe
like we're starting really into it.
first? Yeah, vibe first, then recap.
All right. Vibe coming up.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's
single digit.
Ooh, whoa.
Whoa! The 9.
Mm,
19 out of
interesting.
69.
Last time in up away, up and away. 6-11 2 weeks ago. Arrival of Frobos. Back to the scene with Thorben Cow and Thiwar. Thiwar becomes invisible out of embarrassment and takes off. Attempting to make our way into the fort, we encounter a crowd blocking the alley due to Drake and Fizz showing a nude alien hologram in the bar. After dispersing the crowd and making our way into the manor part of the fort, we discuss Froboz's plans for protecting the capital. Froboz does not intend to get into the local politics at the moment, but people are granted citizenship to come and go as they please. The EPA is still in place with any choice of continued operation on Valarca A to be of the people's decision. Argyle suggests the creation of a comm link between the cave and Planet Info to try and discern what is happening with his parents suspended in the tubes. Argyle and Tonalana take the Sin ship and fly to the desert and are immediately hailed by the Frobos Air Command, which Argyle is not too happy to be talking to and keeps it pretty terse. And then they wait outside of Bethlehem for a little bit. Jumping to Thiwar, it seems he has become activated with the quest of defending the rightful crown, Fulgent Nova, and is awaiting at the ships. Guthix receives a call from Commander Callus, who informs him Argyle is in the desert and likely waiting for us. Let's see. Guthix messages the group through the multi-communication, detailing his discussion with Len and Len's attempt at the throne. Got to watch out for him. As well as with Fulgent, detailing that. Let's see. Thor takes time to collect himself, and upon receiving word about Len, he attempts to find Basil and the group who seem to try and be getting in contact with us as well at the manor. Thor spies from the ship monitoring system and sees Masha, who seems to be invisible, sneak into the manor house. We think Rumbe left the fort with the forklift and is just doing donuts out in the wilderness. Very, very important. Guthix gets in contact with Masha in the manor library, who informs him of what he already knows. Fulgent is in danger from Len. Masha wants to get in contact with the war. Guthix tells her to go wait outside by the ship. Fulgent requests Timmy, who is acting as bodyguard at the moment, about how to broadcast his coronation to the Empire and beyond. So Timmy phones Tonalana to get in help with the holographic emitters for the project. And Argyle wants to take his young recruits from Plockton to get camels and go out and survey the desert. That was a little bit more long-winded than I expected, but
That was like the entire session completely
was everything.
encapsulated. That was pretty much everything that happened last session. So good recap. I just wanted to throw in here that I'm gonna send this to JT and have him edit. But so here is my random Rumbe generator so far.
Oh, God.
Here are my listings that I've come up with so far. So first entry, mumbles something incoherent. Second entry, says something unusual but profound. Has a very, very bad idea. Has a surprisingly good idea. Seems catatonic. Must find a drink. Shoots something or someone. And makes a rude gesture or noise.
pretty good list thus far.
I think
That's
so. I think that's all. That's a good start, I think.
so far. So I'm gonna send that. If I think of any more, if you guys think of any that are good that might go on that list of the random Rumbe generator, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna compile it. I'm gonna send it to Jay. I'm gonna see if he has any notes, any suggestions, any edits for the list, and
I already have one, actually. Because you need to add on there rants about the universe.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty standard.
yeah. See, I mean, I'm as the DM, I'm probably going to interpret that, and I feel like the mumbles incoherently
Oh yeah, that could
covers because they really are usually kind of incoherent, mumbly rants.
Mm-hmm.
More than like he's not really like a like shouty guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's more of a mumbly crazy than a shouty crazy.
That's
And
true.
so I think that covers it. I'm trying to keep some of them. I'm trying to keep broad so that they're easy to interpret. I don't want to make anything too specific because again, I want to be able to roll it in any given circumstance.
That's where I'm going to say maybe at the top of the list for the highest entry, you have Rumby pulls an elaborate prank, and then you have a subtable of like things he could prank us with, like the stink bomb or whatever the hell else.
Well, no. See that is the other generator because that's the Kegal generator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because Kegal is more, Rumby is more like just does weird shit. Kegal is more of the prankster, the stink bombs and everything came directly from Kegal because she's like, she's kind of a weirdo, in that sort of a thing. So, yeah, so there it is. Well. So there is one other thing that we have to do, and that is before. You mentioned in the recap that Argyle had recruited 4 of his friends, the Plockton 4, to come and help out in the desert. So I have we didn't detail those guys in any way because obviously we needed to. I didn't want to just sit there and come up with them on the fly at the end of the game or whatever. So I have detailed the 4 friends, the 4 Plockton companions, and since there's 4 of them, I figure it this way. In the desert, Cameron doesn't have a character. He said he would be comfortable controlling 2 of the Plockton 4. I figure I'll probably give at least one of them to Dan, since they are Argyle's friends. And, the last one I can keep as an NPC or whatever, see how that goes. But, and I didn't do pictures for them, so if somebody wants to
God.
to get some pictures,
God.
okay, so we have Malin McGrady, and Malin McGrady is the mayor's son and close friend to Argyle. He left for walkabout at the same time as Argyle. So when Argyle went on his kind of walkabout, like discovery adventure trip, Malin also went on his discovery adventure trip. But where Argyle traveled kind of to the coast, to the south and to the east, he traveled westerly. He wasn't at Plockton during any of the craziness. He, in fact, just got back to Plockton, so you've only just reunited with him. Surprisingly, he spent some time in the easternmost part of the waste, so just kind of the tip of the waste. So he actually has some waste survival knowledge. Malin is a fighter, and he's 19 years old, 5'11", 215, green eyes, red hair. And he's like a pretty standard fighter. He has a great big sword. The second guy,
He's got a great big sword.
as you do,
Just like everybody in Plockton.
just like everybody in
Everybody's
Plockton,
they've all got great big.
all the Plockies got great big plocks. a ton of plocks in Plockton. That's how that is. The second guy that you've got here is Guyan O'Gun. Guyan O'Gun is a rake, and a rake is basically like the Beckme. It's a thief for people that don't want to be like scumbag thieves. So it's kind of like a thief without the best stuff, like no backstab, no pickpockets, but you got everything else. You're kind of like a scout. Anyway, Guyan O'Gun, he's a scarred and harsh-spoken rogue, a few years older than Argyle and his other friends. He was always sneaky and weird in town. He's 5'9", 142, gray eyes, brown hair, kind of, mousy, rat-looking, shifty-looking. And just for measure, he has a charisma of 6. Just so that you
That's
understand.
Bad. That's real
Wow.
bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Guyan weird. You have Warwick Withers. Warwick Withers was always the fat kid and still is, but he
I was
is
gonna say,
loyal.
is he like really short? Is it?
But he is loyal, and other than the 78-year-old Reverend, he's the only guy in Plockton with healing. Like actual, like he's like a real priest. So he is a cleric of Mistis, and he's 21 years old. He is 6 foot, 365 pounds.
Oh God.
Brown hair, or brown eyes, receding red hair, and yeah. So he's a big dude. Big dude. That's Warwick Withers.
He's gonna be the first person to die in the desert.
Or
Well,
the
here's
longest
the
one to
thing.
last without water.
Right. Well, here's the thing. It's winter. Do you remember the desert in winter? The
Oh,
desert
that's
is not
true.
hot in winter. The desert is like
Cold.
freezing cold in winter. Yeah. Yeah, the desert is very, very cold in the winter. And then finally, the last guy is Brady Appleby. And Brady Appleby is handsome.
Wait. Is he the 80? Is he the 1980s jock character?
Yeah, yes. Well, Brady is handsome, kind, well liked, and he's a crack shot. Brady's arrows are swift, but he isn't.
Oh,
And
no.
yeah, so Brady is he's 19, 6'1", 185, blue eyes, blonde hair. He is he's good looking and nice, but he's kind of dumb. And
What do you mean by a crack shot? Is he like an archer? Is
yeah,
he
yeah. So he is a
a
fighter.
forester?
He's a fighter, but he's the same focus as Rumbe, which is like the marksman focus. So he's an archer essentially. Like he's a fighter, but a like totally ranged
Different
guy.
thing.
Yeah,
Right.
Oh, so we didn't get a magic user at all in this party.
No, 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 no. That's like super rare, and in a town like Plockton, it's
Hmm.
not. There's not really many. It's not really a thing up there. Not so
Did you
much.
say? Did you say he's older than Argyle or younger, or
Who?
same age?
Brady.
Brady.
Brady is 19, so he's like what, like a year older,
You're old.
right around the same age. They're
Yeah.
they're pretty close. The one who's really older is Guy in a Gun.
Okay.
He was like a teenager when they were kids, and he was just creepy as fuck. Yeah, I agree, Country Fried Minis. Cameron's notes were impeccable.
Yeah.
What is that?
Finished up the companions.
Is that
That
like a sliced yam?
That's what it
kind
looks
of
like to
looks like
me.
it. It's weird looking yam.
I am what I am.
Yam what I am. Malin sounds good. Um, hmm. I think
Sweet tater. Ah.
I think I'll take Malin and Warwick. This kind of sounds funny to play as Warwick.
All right, all
God.
right, all right.
So that leaves me. Do I want the creepy ass character, or do I want to play another really dumb dude? I mean, that's kind of where that is. It's like
right.
how much dumb can I pull out of my ass playing Argyle and Brady?
I don't know how much. It
Ah,
you know,
I think I'm. Let me think.
Dan's like, how much dumb could I possibly
Yeah,
possibly?
I think I'll take Brady because I don't feel like being creepy today. Any creepier
Okay.
than I normally am.
All right, all right,
But
all right.
wait. Okay, are you going to assign the character sheets to us?
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so then
Because
if
that's I
right,
don't have access to see
right. No,
Brady.
no, no. So let me go ahead and actually, you know what? The easiest
Be right back. 1 second.
the easiest way to do this. I'm just gonna. Why is that not working? Oh,
The
here.
easiest way to do this is the way that's not working at all.
Well, no, the drop down didn't look like it was working at all. I'm just gonna let them be like able to be controlled by everybody just to make it
That's a good idea. Yeah,
simple
that's a good idea.
that way, because it's not like there's oops.
Whoa.
There's Guy in a Guns character sheet. uh let's see. It can be edited and controlled by all players. And Warwick Withers. All players. And Brady Appleby. There we go. All right, so that should have made all of the characters accessible. So you should be able to click on them and open them up, give them weird photos or whatever you should choose to do in order to get them like that. Also, they all have like because I made like 4 full characters. They don't have equipment like they're like bedrolls and stuff, but they all pretty much have like standard equipment that they got from Plockton. They all have a bedroll, 6 torches, 50 feet of rope, and a week's worth of rations, basically, as well as like a Tinder
They have a
Tinder
Tinder account. They have a Tinder account.
yeah, as well as an active Tinder account for all 4 of them. Unfortunately, Work Withers is not getting any hits. Gyno Gun has figured out how to game the system.
Come on now, Work. Actually,
He's catfishing.
Work is a big cleric in a small town.
Big cleric. He's a big cleric in a small town.
He probably has more game than anybody.
He might. I guess
everybody people want to marry the town, the town priest sometimes. That's even it doesn't matter what he looks like,
Maybe.
He's got the game.
Yeah, you think? Somehow.
Although the way you were describing him made me think of what's his name over on Mega Dungeon.
Guthix.
Guthix. I mean, that's basically who that is. That's Guthix.
Guthix.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Rest
in peace.
R.I.P. Guthix. Yes. Watch Mega Dungeon. Check out episodes last Wednesday of every month right here. Bam.
Although I can see Gyno Gun when we're out there looking for those camels. Hey, the toes on these camels. How are the toes on these camels, guys?
Oh no. That's really unusual, but possibly accurate. Oh, I'm blurry. All right, so in the desert, in the city or the town, La Hacienda, Bethlehem, Argyle and Tonalana touch down with the Elise. Leaving, the plan is to leave Elise and Tana and them at the ship, while Argyle and the others kind of goes radio silence into the desert, so as they will not be tracked by Frobos, right? That's the idea, is that you don't want Frobos knowing that you're going out into the desert to like mess with this stuff.
Can you spell desert?
What is it? D-E-S-E-R-T? What? Is that right?
That's not how you
Is
say
that
it.
dessert?
No,
Wait,
no.
Desert?
You say desert.
Desert.
Every
a
time
buzzard.
you say desert, it ends with a D.
Desert. Like a lizard.
Like a
It's
lizard.
Desert.
Is it desert?
Hey man, it's like a desert. Yeah. That also just might be a little bit of
living in Pittsburgh too long.
Yeah, well, no, a little bit of congestion
Mm.
from going in and out of AC and not AC, from going from like a comfortable 69 degrees into like 175 degrees out there, or it feels like it with the fucking humidity anyway. But anyway, desert. dessert, however the fuck you want to say it. Potato, potato, petito. She did. So, what was I saying now before Dan is talking, like, made fun of my shit? Yes, so that's the plan, right? Is that, like, you're going incognito mode into the desert, right? That's
Right.
the
Mhm.
idea. All right. So, what are you doing? You've got your 4 guys. You've got Argyle.
And Lucchesi.
Oh, and Lucchesi. Oh my gosh, I almost fucking forgot about Lucchesi.
Lucchesi is actually going with us.
Yeah. Well, shoot. Where is Lucchesi? Well, that's important. Hang on.
Because Lucchesi's kind of financing this thing.
There you are. Humberto Lucchesi. Restore. Bam. All right. Cool. All right. Now we have Lucchesi. Lucchesi never had a thingy either, though. He never had a portrait. I need to get a portrait for Lucchesi as well. Let's bring him up into party NPCs. There you go, Lucchesi. There he is. Hello, Comstar Knight, Gamble 1000. Hello, another Nate, Popcat. Yeah, I do the best I could. All right. So Lucchesi there. No problem. No problem. Like I said, we got to get on that gambling racket. We got to figure this thing out. All right. But no NFTs. No NFTs.
Nope. But no, we set out in the desert and we basically started off in the direction that in the direction of the.
Oh no!
Wasn't it like yeah? Because we bought the camels, we bought everything, and then we were starting out.
You
right?
needed to procure a guide.
That's right. We're heading off. That's right. We're heading off to the. We're heading off to this little village. A village or a campsite or something to get a guide.
You were headed out to see a tribe.
That's it.
To see if you could get a guide. But now we've got to go back a little bit.
To the future. Marty, you've got to go back to the future.
Yes. Back to the past. In fact, back to over 6 months ago.
Oh.
Before the party left on the airship Destiny.
3.5 years in real time.
Captain Nova. Wait, you're gonna have some beers in real time?
No, I said 3.5 years in real time.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, more like 5 years.
No, I actually just finished up a beer in real time. So.
Excellent. When Captain Nova offered 2 parties to be the away team, the first contact for this new airship Destiny, there was one companion who declined. From deep in the desert, deep in the waste, I can't even fucking say the name. It's been so long. Nectosha Hollow declined Captain Nova's invitation to join the crew of the Destiny because Nectosha knew that he had to get back to his tribe. Nectosha joined the party because he himself had entered the palace of Bajatu to retrieve his tribe mates. They had been turned to stone and captured by the desert warlord, just like Rumbe. When the party, Anya, Solus, Mike, wrong party, went into Bajatu's palace in order to rescue Rumbe, who had been turned to stone. They met Nectosha. And with a similar enemy, they decided that they would join forces. Nectosha was there when Terry Tinkle died. Nectosha was there when Mary and Sid and everybody got bailed out. Nectosha was, well, not there. Was he there? I can't remember. Was he in that town? Maybe he wasn't in that town. But just after. He was there.
That was after.
With the party. And he really hadn't had much time to go back to his tribe, because right after all of the stuff with Bajatu, right after getting his tribesmen, getting Rumbe, killing Bajatu, they ended up at the buried tower in the desert. And at that tower, that's where Nova showed up. Took the party back to the coast, back to the capital, and Nectosha never got to go back to his people. So he needed to rush back to his people, but it would take some time. Because, like everything in the Empire, there's bureaucracy. And Nectosha, well, the captain thought it would be good for him to stay and see his teammates off. Unfortunately, after the team was gone and the captain had set sail into the air on the Destiny, Nectosha just kind of got forgotten. Turned out that he had to make his own way back to the waste, which was pretty rough, but it afforded him some travel, some time. Also, his time spent at the capital while the captain was there was pretty luxurious. He was able to do some training on his own and things like that. But he had to rush back to the waste because it was going to be winter, and the waste is cold and desolate. It is a frigid desert in the winter. So Nectosha needed to get back quick, so he rushed back, and he got back into the desert. But when he went to where his tribe should be, there was only just traces. Things in the waste had changed. What was going on? Where was his tribe? Nectosha searched all over. And finally he found the answer. You see, Nectosha's tribe was small. He was not only the shaman, but the chief. There was an old shaman getting ready to die, and some apprentice. But Nectosha was it, as far as the main leadership. And his tribe was small. Little did Nectosha know, but after Bajatu was killed, you would think that would be a boon for the waste, except for his absence left a power vacuum. that was to be filled by many, many wannabe warlords, creating a dangerous war zone in the waste. It created a situation where Nectosha's tribe, along with the other great tribes of the waste, the 5 great tribes, would have to unite into a single tribe. One great tribe in the waste. Now, no one thought that this could ever happen, but marriages and all this other thing, they were able to get it together. And it was a priority so that the tribes could thrive, not be destroyed in this great war. But there was a cost. Nectosha came back to a very, very different tribe. Now, there is a council of chiefs. There are a bunch of chiefs. And if Nectosha is on that council, well, he's the low chief. There's also a council of shaman. There is hell of many shaman. Holy crap. Also, you can only be on one council at a time, so you'd have to pick the council of chiefs or the council of shamans. There's a council of elders. There's all kinds of bureaucracy. There is a council of women. Women! It is insane. Nothing like this has ever happened in your tribe before. But, also, what's happening? You used to rely on the spirits and on your ancestors. But now there are meetings. The councils meet. They vote. They discuss. They vote some more. It is actually a nightmare. Nectosha is, he feels like he has come into a tribe that is not his own, even though his tribe members are there and everything. They're really not his own. And he's just kind of been, for the past couple weeks, he's just kind of been listlessly hanging out, trying to figure out his purpose in this new order, which is just not great. Not only that, like sometimes some of his like old friends and stuff won't even talk to him because there's like weird politics and things.
Oh, dang.
So yeah, it's the whole thing is very, very unusual. But
We grant you a seat on the council, but you're not a master.
But you are, yeah. We grant you a seat on this council, Nectosha.
This is bullshit.
But you are no chief. Yeah, exactly, Rain. What will they think of next? Women having power? It's crazy. It's crazy. So, very different, very different than what Nectosha is used to. That was a joke, by the way. So hopefully nobody took great offense to that. But anyway, Nectosha listless, but something has been happening. There are stirrings, and Nectosha was having strange dreams about fire in the sky. And that's when the visitors came. Oh, I gotta check something out here. Do we have some portraits for a couple of our Plockton fellows? Let's see what we got here.
Where have you seen that?
Isn't that who just appeared on the map?
Ah, down here in this corner. I see now.
Let's see. Ah, yes, yes. We've got
Oh, wait a minute. Who is Rain? Who's Rain in the chat? Hey, Rain.
Oh yes, I guess Rain is new? Have we seen
I
Rain before?
don't think we've ever seen Rain before.
I thought we had, but maybe I'm just
It might be a long time.
yeah, I you know me. Either way, welcome Rain. For sure. Hope you're enjoying the Dungeons and the Dragons. Here is. Oh wait, that's not. Wait, that's not the right. Why didn't that show?
Malin.
You gotta go to
Malin.
bio.
Yeah, is there a way for me to just show?
I
Wow.
think you gotta go to bio.
Yeah, but you know what? I
now
probably
that you
just have to pull it up on the player side is the easier way to do it.
I think you can also just scale the token to be bigger.
That's actually probably the easiest way to do it. I could just boom.
Oh my god. Or maybe not.
But that didn't yeah, that was that's kind of terrible looking. Let's see. What do
Wait a
we
minute.
have here?
But that begs the question: was this guy the most handsome person in Plockton, and he's just left?
Well, no, Malin's not the most handsome person. He's your
No.
buddy. That's your good friend. That's the mayor's son.
Yeah, didn't you see what he looked like?
Well, you know, I mean, he's handsome, but is he as handsome as as Brady Appleby? Come
I
on,
don't know.
Brady has got to be a heartthrob. Wait, aren't you Brady?
Yeah, that's for Dan to decide.
Well, wait a minute. How much charisma does what's his name have?
11.
Handsome
11.
or more footsome? Let's see. I am roll 20 is always causing me to have a stroke. So that's basically what's here we go. Here we go. There you go. There now the stream can see. That right there is Malin McGrady. Excellent. Excellent. And then we have
He kind of looks like a Hemsworth.
yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of Hemsworth there.
He looks like a little bit of a Hemsworth.
And then we got Warwick Withers.
I liked that one when I came across it. I was like, yeah, that's good.
Oh, that's excellent. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like it. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right. Yeah, that's the footsome one right there. Definitely, definitely. I'm gonna say Guy in O'Gun, the creepy guy, is also probably pretty footsome, but we don't actually have the thing for him yet. Dan, I can see, is working on Brady Appleby. Trying to find something good.
Yeah.
So, that, as I said, is when, of course, the strangers arrive in Nectosha's new big mega tribe. It's like a mega church, but like out in the desert. There's no building.
Weird.
Yeah. The strangers, of course, being Argyle, Lucchesi, and Argyle's friends. Now, Nectosha has met Argyle, but they don't really know each other. Probably
To be
not
honest,
well.
Right.
Argyle probably like isn't he an elf?
No, Nectosha's a
No.
human. No.
Okay.
They would have met briefly,
I
but
can tell you this.
I don't think
that
because Nectosha didn't even go to Plockton, right?
No.
I
No.
can tell you that Argyle is probably like all these motherfuckers looking like.
Yeah, I mean,
He does not-
reasonably,
he does-
him being
know-
from some little ass podunk town.
he doesn't remember. He doesn't remember the name. It's like he's had much. He's had to he's had to move things in and out of memory.
Hmm.
And no, it's gone.
Right,
He doesn't.
right.
He doesn't remember.
But Nectosha, all things considered, probably is going to recognize Argyle and be like, what in the world is going on? Argyle and his friends have shown up in the tribe, and they're seeking a guide for the waste. And they have a specific site that they're trying to get to. And one of the tribesmen, runs to get Nectosha and says, like, tribes? Like the My Mini factory? Maybe. Or like the Lost Tribe. Or like Tribe Called Quest. Maybe. Yeah.
I like to think we're the Earth tribe.
Yeah.
Out here in the desert.
True. So one of Nectosha's tribesmen is like, there are strangers here, and they're asking about some sites in the desert that you spoke of.
I suppose I can help. Not much else is happening here anyway. Anything better than this bureaucracy. Take me to them.
The strangers are over here. And you see that the tribe has kind of gathered around these group of Easterners who are, for the most part, dressed as you would expect. However, there's one that is dressed very, very unusually. And as you see him, you think you recognize his face.
You there. I know you. What is your name?
He's talking to Argyle.
To Argyle. This is to Argyle.
Okay, I was gonna say because
There's only one person he's gonna recognize their face,
Yeah.
and that's Argyle.
Yeah. Argyle's not paying attention.
Argyle's like, I'm trying to generate some AI friends.
The way that Garrett said that kind of reminds me of like Elder Scrolls guards when you're like you have a warrant out for you. It's like, hey, I know you. You're a wanted man. Confess your crimes and pay up. Or forfeit your life.
My
Is there a
my
show
character
AI?
inspiration is now Skyrim Guard.
Name's Argyle.
Argyle, go ahead and make an intelligence check. Let's just see if Argyle
Jesus
recognizes
Christ.
Nectosha. He might. You never know.
Nope.
Nah.
Not at all. Nope. Nah.
Another
Not at all.
500 episodes. Well, that's like us. We're getting ready to be on our 100th episode. Woo!
That's right.
You are from
Oh god damn it.
the exploration crew. You were at Baja's temple, were you not?
Actually, no, I wasn't at Baja's temple, was I?
No,
No.
no. They probably
Uh,
just would have met in the capital.
Wait, that sounds familiar though.
You know,
Anya used to talk about that. Actually, no, he wouldn't have said that. He would have said he's Timmy used to talk about that.
oh, you knew Timmy?
I know Timmy. Timmy.
Yes. I had the pleasure of knowing his brother.
Yeah. Timmy sometimes talks about him. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you that?
Yes.
Narcosia?
Ostia. Are you
you're-
addicted to narcotics?
Are you that narcotic dude? Are you that necrotic dude? That's what I was gonna say.
Sid.
Are you necrotia?
Necrocha. That's it right there.
Oh no.
I'll look around real quick.
Oh, when Argyle says that, Lucchesi kind of goes, Nectosha? Isn't that the name of?
No,
You
it's
do look
necrotia.
familiar.
Yes, your friend here is correct. I am Nectosha.
Like
You
foot
sure?
grenade.
You sure it's not necrotia?
We gotta keep you away from the dead bodies.
Oh wait a minute, that's Sid. That's the other guy. He's Sid's. That's that creepy dude.
I remember you at the ceremony from the launch of the desert.
Yes, I was there, but ultimately left. Left to pursue other ideas I thought other interests I thought were necessary, but not anymore. Anyway, I hear you need help here? You need a local expert?
Yeah. We're heading out into the desert. I don't know how much you know about things, but well, we're looking for something. Couple of somethings.
I've seen many of some things in my life.
A wise man, yes.
Well,
How old is Nectosha? Oh, he's actually old. He's 28.
Oh, okay.
I mean, compared to Argyle. who's
Yeah.
Another
18,
Nate
19.
said Necro Stiltskin in the chat. And I love it. I love Necro Stiltskin. That might be a villain for a special Halloween episode. It also sounds like a trauma film. Let me tell you
Like
something about
the-
something. All right,
The
let
neck
me
ties to you.
let me take a look real quick. We now have Brady Appleby. Ooh, here we. Oh yeah, Brady Appleby is.
Oh yeah, look at that guy.
He's
Oh,
like
yeah.
He is he's straight
Oh,
up like human
no,
Legolas.
No, look at it. Look closely at the bottom lip,
Let me see if I can wait. The bottom lip. Hang on.
or
See if
not
I
the
can.
not the top lip. Look closely at the top lip. Who is it?
He does look like somebody.
It's what's his name from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Oh, it's Carrie
Oh,
Yules
it's
or Y-
It's Carrie Elways.
yeah, however you say that dude's name.
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody AI generated Carrie Elways,
Oh,
and there he is.
that's excellent. That's excellent. Okay, that's perfect.
It kind of
That's
reminds.
great.
Have you guys seen Wicked yet?
No,
No.
not
No.
yet.
There's like a princely, dashing guy that shows up, and that's what he reminds me of.
Yeah. Now he's footsome. Robin Hood, a prince in tights. Yes, exactly. And of course, famously, one of my favorite movies, Wesley, or
Princess Bride.
yeah,
Yep.
in The Princess
What?
Bride,
Yep. Wesley.
or
Wesley.
the
Yeah, he does look like.
or
Yeah.
the dread pirate Roberts.
hmm Actually,
Yes.
that's what it is. It looks like the Dread Pirate Robert, because in Prince of Thieves
The
he's
dread
got more.
pirate Rabbit.
Yeah, he's got more of a beard in Prince of Thieves.
He does, yeah. In Prince of Thieves, he would have a little
But
beard, but in
but
Princess
in
Bride, he's got just the
he's got
little,
he's got that tiny little mustache. Yeah.
the dead private Roberts. Hmm. Yes. Yeah. Well, if somebody wants to make me a picture for what the hell was the last guy's name?
Ian.
Guy in a gun.
Guyan.
Yeah, if you can make or find me a picture for Guy in a gun, then we'll have everybody. Other than Lucassi, who still doesn't have a picture. At some point, I'll have to come up with a good portrait of Mr. Lucassi for you, Lord Lucassi. But
With the big schnoz.
but yeah, after some conversation, Nectosha realizes that what Argyle is looking for is the buried tower of Baja 2 where you encountered Baja 3.
Oh, how coincidental! You wish to return to the Temple of Baja.
Were we there? Was I there for Baja 3? I don't
No,
think I was. Yeah.
you weren't. But he was. And Timmy was.
Well, I know the area. I can certainly take you.
Well, that would be appreciated. And yeah.
So is this place like dangerous or something? That's Warwick Withers there.
I gathered. Somehow I knew.
Work. It's all dangerous. Every little
Well,
bit of it.
yeah, I get that, but makes it sound like there's some grand evil with this Baja guy or something. But yeah, I'm down. Just lead away. Nice to meet you, Nick Dosha.
It was dangerous, but I think we've taken care of that situation for now.
So the from where the great tribe is, You'll have to travel. You'll have to travel. What did we figure out last time? Did somebody put that in the notes? Because we
thought it was like
figured it out.
day and a half or
Wasn't
something
it
like that.
yeah? Because it was we figured out because camels were surprisingly. If you get some camels, you got some camels. They're surprisingly good in the desert. Didn't we figure out like they can do like 20, 21 miles
Yeah,
or something like
they yeah.
they were
Yeah, I think it was
nice.
like 20 to 30 miles a day,
Yeah.
something like that.
Mange tout? That not a ginger, it mange tout. I don't know what a mange tout is, but okay.
The picture for Guyan, Garrett.
It can be.
He looks too attractive. I feel like he doesn't look creepy enough. No, this is Nectosha, isn't it? Because he looks tribal.
Oh, that's definitely not Nectosha. I haven't
No.
updated Nectosha.
Okay. All right.
Fancy mungay toot. Mungay toot?
It's
These are really
Magnet
silly
out.
words. I agree. It's a fancy ginger. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah.
Mungay toot?
probably Mongitude. I have no idea. I've never heard of that either.
That was
Ouch.
me before the game.
Yes. So, is there supplies that we need to be gathering? While we're in town here before we head out on our journey.
I just want to shoot stuff.
Yeah, we need to make sure that we're well prepared with rations. I can cook, so
Actually, I think we already did that. We got all
Mhm.
that stuff back in Bethlehem.
Yeah, you got
We
all
got-
your rations, everything. You got camels too, right? Didn't you get camels?
oh, you got the camels already then.
Did you get the camels?
Yeah, because we bought everything, and the guy that sold us the camels and the guys that sold us all the supplies said, "Go to this tribe to get your guide."
Right, right. That's right.
So
Yes.
so we followed their advice. We went to the tribe. Now we got to the tribe. Now we got the guide. And depending on what time of day it is, okay. So what time of day is it? Because that's really going to depend whether we set out now or we set out in the morning.
That's a good question. What time of day was it?
Or if our guide, well, no, we don't. In winter we definitely don't want to travel at night because it's going to be a lot colder.
Extra
at night.
cold. Right.
Mhm.
So because I remember when we were the other party in the desert the last time, we did travel at night because it was so hot because of the summertime.
Right.
But
yes, yes.
so it kind of depends on what time of day it is as to when we're gonna leave.
Well, I'm gonna say because I feel like it was daytime, and they arrived. Did they stay in Bethlehem overnight?
I don't remember.
Somehow I don't think so. I don't think anybody yeah. So if they headed out, then they're probably gonna have to stay with the tribe overnight. Because it's gonna be a day's journey into the waste. And they're probably going to have to spend the night and leave early in the morning. So
So does the tribe give us a place to stay, or do we have to like set up our stuff?
well, that is a good question. Let me roll.
Or do they have to have endless votes on whether we can even stay with?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a tribal bureaucracy roll.
Oh wow!
and we're gonna use okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna say that there was actually a fairly low bureaucracy, Yeah, roll for bureaucratic circumference. It's a, that's
know,
pretty good. That's not bad at all.
with Lucchesi with us, he's probably making deals.
Ah, that's true. That's true.
You know,
Lucchesi is
I
in
mean, come on.
fact
He wants to expand his business empire. What better way to expand his business empire
into the waste.
into the waste is with with a conglomeration of tribes in the waste.
Right. I see what you're saying. That's funny. Yeah, well, let's see. Oh yeah. With very low bureaucracy and Lucchesi's business acumen and charm, you're actually granted a spot. Um, they give you a big kind of yurt thing to keep you warm, and I'm gonna say that not the entire tribe, but there is a contingent of tribe that wants to have a little bit of a party.
They've probably never seen anybody as big as what's his name.
Yeah, they have never ever seen anybody as big and fat as Warwick, and I, a lot of them probably have never seen anybody with red hair maybe. So they might be pretty impressed by the red hair. So you know, they're having a little bit of party. There's some spirits, some drinking, all that kind of thing, and
Okay, so here we go. So since the only person here who actually knows the entire story from the time that Nectosha left to now is Argyle. During the party, Argyle does a terrible job trying to explain everything that's happened, and trying to explain the fact that a group of people from another planet has basically like taken over this planet. Although, do any of them talk about like the sin stuff that happened? Did any of that happen out this way? Do any of them talk about any of that stuff?
there was like shooting stars.
Okay.
Explosions in the sky. that was
Yeah,
it.
there were shooting stars and kind of explosions and stuff in the sky, but it wasn't nothing
He's
rained
trying to
down.
explain this to native desert people who are just
Yes.
like, and he's doing a terrible job.
Yeah.
He's probably had a little bit to drink. He's
Little
not
bit to
used to
drink.
this. He's not used to this cactus juice.
All right. Actually, go ahead and intelligence is really about the facts. Go ahead and roll
Right.
a charisma check. Cuz obviously the facts are horrible. But the
Careful.
But I do a
story,
really goddamn good job of doing it, though.
the narrative is pretty good. So it's really believable, but what you told them was insane. The way that you explained it and what you told them, and it's got everybody so confused. Yeah. In fact, some of them are thinking that like maybe you entered like the underworld or the spirit realm or something, because like what's beyond the sky, like what, you know what I mean? So
This guy is on peyote.
yeah. I mean, maybe you are. You don't know what was
Yeah.
in that. What was in
What was
that,
in that
concoction that they that they fed you for dinner.
Right.
Right. But yeah, so Argyle tries to explain to everybody, and obviously specifically Nectosha has kind of an interest in like, oh well, like what happened with everybody, like what happened with everybody. As far
Oh,
as
oh
Nectosha,
God, the whole Anya story was probably just bizarre.
yeah, as far as Nectosha can tell, the Destiny flew out. They encountered some weird tribe. That tribe somehow transmogrified the Destiny into a big metal ship that flew out into the Nether Realm. Likely Anya was possessed by some sort of a demon. And there are just an endless islands of demons and villains that apparently stretches forever.
Yeah.
It's like the waste but black and infinite. And
This all makes perfect sense.
though that seems to kind of track with a bunch of the dreams you've been having, actually. So
Mhm. Maybe this is destiny. I've already
No
thought
pun
of some of...
intended. Ha ha ha.
Was the ship already called the Destiny at that time? I guess it was.
Yeah. By launch, yeah, definitely. If you recall, though, the original name was the Venturer, but Captain Nova had a problem saying the Venturer, the Venturer, the Destiny.
Accuser.
The Destiny is much better. The Destiny, Venturer.
That
Yeah.
is Nova
The
young?
Destiner.
Is Nova younger than Argent?
Fulgent. Yes.
Fulgent?
Nova
Argent?
is the 7th son. He's the youngest.
Okay.
Fulgent is the 4th son. So yeah, Fulgent is like it's like 10, probably about 10 years older
Okay.
than the captain. Yeah. So after a night of partying and refreshing, and Argyle telling a great story about what's happened so far on the Destiny, it's time to set out into the waste. So the group, you mount your camels early in the morning.
They have great toes.
They do. And you head out.
Yes, we should follow this valley. It's more protected from the sun.
So here's a question. We all have camels. What is Nectosha mounting?
Got any sandworms around?
That's the Shia-Lud?
That is true. That's true. What is Nectosha mounting?
A horse. Do I have my horse?
Your Gosh, your
My horse got when I left and found my tribe, my horse disappeared miraculously. As in some kind of rework.
Ah, the horse. I'm trying. Yeah, I remember the horse. But I'm trying to remember what happened to the horse.
Did the
Did you?
horse come back to the capital with us?
I mean, mechanically, it was just a spirit horse. Like, it wasn't an actual animal.
That's right. That's right. Because you. Oh, but it was a spirit horse lady. No, it was a horse lady. She totally had like titties and a vagina. I totally remember that now because she was based on the cover.
God. Oh my god.
She was based on the cover of this old sci-fi book that I had. Oh
yeah,
man.
yeah, that was a sci-fi book. Yeah, it was.
No, it was. It was. It was. Wait. Hang on.
Was that a wait a minute? Was that a Piers Anthony book? Because that sounds like a Piers Anthony book to me.
Wait, what?
Oh no, I even named this horse.
Wait, the horse or the
Yeah.
horse lady?
The horse.
Wait, what's the name of the horse?
The horse's name was Big Shitar.
Wait, but it was a
Yeah,
horse?
yeah, Country Fried. I think he's gone to get the book.
Oh my god.
It's like trying to see if I can find.
Now, you can say I didn't bring that horse with me when I went to the capital and then came back. That could have just been like my childhood horse or something.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. You could have taken the horse to the capital, and that's how you got back. Is that you rode the horse back?
Yeah, but he didn't have the horse at Baja's, did he? Where is that?
I might have.
Did you?
And I don't know. I don't remember.
I know that's been like a fucking gazillion years.
That's a long time ago.
Literally 4 years.
Here's what I'll say about that. Yeah, I mean, if you had the horse before, you know what?
It might have got
Killed?
killed at the Baja's temple. I have a feeling that's actually what happened.
That seems
ran away at the
really, that seems like the thing. Wait, let me look at this here. Okay, if it's not in here, I'm gonna give up. No, I'll find it. I'll find it. There's a horse lady.
Oh,
That
God.
was like your spirit horse lady.
I would say the tribe is if it's a huge tribe and you probably have a new horse or a new
Yeah.
a new something.
I'm gonna also say that you probably have a new horse. I gotta wash my hands just because I went into my bookshelf and like
I gotta wash my hands. I found some more of those sci-fi books, and I got a little excited. so I have to go wash my hands now. Just like I had to moisturize my face earlier. And now I have to go wash my hands.
Oh no, I'm gonna pee myself. Oh god. Yeah. So I'm gonna say that the horse probably died because that like totally makes sense. Like that feels right that the horse died. But I'm gonna say that a new horse, which is why it took you so long to get back, because you didn't even have a fucking horse. But you have since acquired a new horse because you are a horse tribe guy. So it would make sense that you had a horse, right? So
Right.
yeah, I'm gonna say you have a new horse. And I'm gonna say, and because I think this makes sense, that your tribe's horses have the desert travel of camels.
I just heard Campbell soup and that's it.
Oh.
I did not process that sentence at all.
Oh God.
Well, I was taking a great big bong hit when I made that.
Your tribe has horses made of Campbell's soup. Oh wait,
Oh,
Campbell's soup made of horses.
no. Your tribe's horses have the desert travel of camels, meaning maybe this sentence is awkward.
Yeah,
Let
no,
me-
it makes sense. I
Does
know
it
what
make
you're
sense?
saying.
Is that correct?
Yep, I gotcha.
Okay. Maybe I said it wrong.
This is what happens, folks.
I've
Tune
been
in
known to do that.
Tune in for more Dicks in the Dark.
This is why you watch live. This great stuff.
This is exactly true.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so there's my water. My pants are falling down.
That's it. It's like I say, those books. Those books.
Yes. The grammar was poor, but understandable. Yeah, okay. Good enough. My favorite part of the game, I mean, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, yes. So you head out into the desert. Nectosha on his new trusty horse, and the others on camels. And
Don't do that because it's not making a sound. and
it's
it
not
doesn't
coming
look right.
through.
it's-
It just makes it look
it's
like
just-
it's definitely.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. There's a clip that we put on Instagram right there. It's just you doing that.
It's just me.
Just doing that for like 5 minutes.
Great.
Just in a
No.
big old loop.
No. Oh, now I've got a little thing on my glasses. Oh boy. All right. So you are you're all flying, not flying.
We're flying.
You're all
Steve's flying tonight.
yeah.
Steve is flying.
It's a fun game. So you are you're making your way through desert area, and
Hey, Argyle. All this looks the same, and I haven't seen anything I can shoot yet.
just as Brady says, I haven't seen anything I can shoot yet, you hear a like sound, and in the distance you see something coming towards you very quickly.
Because that's what that sounded like.
And Nectosha, you look out into the desert, and what you think you see is an air skiff, and it's got some large figures on it. It looks to be heading straight towards your party. What's everybody doing? You've got just kind of a moment to react before this thing gets close to you.
So just to let you know, your sound is coming through okay, but your videos, you are like your video is very choppy.
Am I super
Everyone's
choppy?
was for me too.
Oh, everybody's the same for you as well.
Everything is fine on my side.
I wonder if it's our ISP here.
It looks
where
like
we
it's
live.
probably a
That's
local
you
ISP
guys.
problem.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
you guys.
It
That's
might
not
be
even
our
affecting the
ISP here.
stream at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right. Yeah.
if you guys bug out, that might be an issue. But
So yeah, just to give you a heads up. Yeah, we might.
yeah.
There might be
The
problems.
stream is fine, yeah, because it's capturing me, and but I can see you guys having some problems. Oh, I just saw somebody is. Oh, Garrett
I'm
is.
back.
Up. I was gonna say Garrett was blinking out
Yeah.
a Roll20 and started to freeze. All right, so. Yeah, you see this skiff coming towards you, and basically you have. Well, you know what? I'll just say this. We'll put up the turn.
I was gonna say Argyle looks at Nectosha, and if Nectosha looks like he's concerned about this, like it's a fight kind of situation, Argyle's just gonna get ready.
Yeah, Nectosha definitely concerned about this as a fight sort of a situation. Oh, okay.
I would yell out, everyone, air skiff, get down, and just.
There's your
Well,
something to
that's
shoot
not
at,
normal.
Brady.
Right. Let's see. We got. Guyan and. Actually, you know what?
I need to pull Argyle over, don't I?
Yeah.
Where is he? There we are.
And yeah, go ahead and everybody roll initiative.
All right.
You know what I need to do? I need to close a bunch of stuff like that stuff. I don't need any of that.
Been so long since I've actually used the inbuilt initiative of this game. Where the hell is it?
It is under combat. Click on combat. It's on the right next to your Thaco.
Oh, okay, so it's in the combat section. Okay,
In the combat section, yes.
I don't have any macros for this character.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Oops.
All right. Well, that's not too bad. Okay. All right. Well, it looks like Nectosha and Nectosha and Brady are up, and this skiff, it's maybe about 100 yards from you at the moment, but within the next 10 seconds, it's going to be like right up on you.
So if I know what an air skiff is, what is generally the capability of an air skiff? Is it just a floating
Yeah,
boat, essentially?
it looks like one of the ones that Baja 2 had before. So it's kind of like just a flat bed with a helm on it. It doesn't really have, if it's got railings at all, they're very, very low. And it seems to be like flying maybe about 6 to 10 feet off the ground.
Okay.
And as
All
it
I would do is separate then.
just do what?
Separate out from the group so we're all not clumped together.
Okay. So you're gonna fan out then, basically.
Yes.
Gotcha. But not making any ranged attacks
I can't hit anything at 100 yards.
at 100 yards. Okay.
I think that I can with the short bow.
Outside with the short bow for 100% you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be a longer range, but it's within range, I believe. For
Yeah, it
short
looks like
bow,
it.
that makes sense.
It looks like it.
Oh yeah,
So-
that's right. I guess Nectosha's things are all thrown, so 100 yards is
Right.
probably going to be pretty fucking far for thrown things, yeah.
So if Brady sees that it's getting ready, it's coming down, so Brady's gonna fire a short bow at it.
Okay.
At one of the individuals who are there.
He can
How many
see what look to be 3 large individuals on this, like, it looks like here's what it looks like to Brady. When he was young, he heard stories about flying carpets. And this looks like that, except for this is a flying plank of wood.
Okay. So if there are 3 large
Which actually kind of
individuals-
makes more sense to him than a flying carpet.
Okay, so
Because
if
he
there are
does live
3
near a
lar-
mill.
yeah. If there are 3 large individuals, he's gonna fire at the largest individual.
Klaatu, Barada, No, it's Klaatu, Barada. What was it? Necrocha.
Rosha.
Necrocha. Oh yeah, okay. So
Why did oh, there it is.
yeah, there it is. So a Brady Appleby knocks and fires a bow, hits one of the guys with an arrow. You hear kind of a loud "Rah!" when the individual is hit, but it doesn't knock them off the skiff or anything, and they're still coming. There's kind of a guy on the front, or 2 guys on the front, and a guy kind of towards the rear. And then it is oh gosh, Warwick.
All right. Warwick is going to where is Spellbook? He's going to cast Bless. Where's the description? On the general center of the group.
Aha. Okay. Excellent. So yeah. Ups morale and gives +1 bonus to all attack and damage rolls. So yeah. All right. So As long as you don't go too far from the group, you benefit. And Guyan O'Gun. Guyan, let's see. Does he even have anything that he can do? No. No, I don't think he's going to be able to chuck a dagger quite that far. So he is going to wait until they get a little closer. He's just going to spread himself out. And Argyle.
Normally in this situation, Argyle would be all about, hey, I'm back home, let's fight normally, but today he just doesn't have time for this shit. So here's a question.
Uh-huh.
Argyle's going to use his carbine.
Holy shit.
How does Bless affect the carbine?
Same way.
Same
Just
way?
Weapon, yeah. You get +1 bonus on attack and damage, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Bless works on all tech just as well as it works on any regular weapon. Yeah, 100%.
Excellent. So Argyle's just like, I ain't got time for this shit. Boom, and just.
Oh my god.
Okay, so that's hits armor class 5 with a damage of 18.
It hits armor class 5, which it wouldn't
And he
have...
was aiming, and he's aiming for he's not aiming for a person.
Oh, he's aiming for the skiff?
Yeah. He figures, he knows.
Okay.
He knows.
Yeah.
He just boom.
Okay. So Brady shoots the arrow, hits the guy in the front. He goes, "Argh!" Argyle pulls out his carbine and just goes. A hail of energy flies towards this flying plank of wood, and it hits it, and there's a shattering of wood, kind of bursts into flames, explodes apart, and the 3 figures are ejected forward and end up in the sand,
Sand burn.
maybe about 50 feet from you. And let me just make some... Okay.
I have to say that everybody else in the party is probably like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, this is probably pretty surprising for just about everybody to see this kind of tech used. But yeah, you completely blast them apart, and the three large figures are now in the sand. One of them doesn't seem to be moving at all. And it would have been their turn to fire. They actually got a 1. It would have been their turn to fire from the thing had you not destroyed their little skiff. But now it is Malin's turn.
Malin has a mini crossbow that he's going to attack with.
Ah.
I would
Probably
also
does not
say-
hit.
Yeah, he shoots kind of out into the sand, but it's they're kind of hard to see because they're kind of partially covered in sand now.
I would also say that at this point they have to make a morale check. I would almost have to say,
What are you going to
Well-
do? Run away into the desert?
Well, now it
Nothing.
is. Yeah, now it is initiative. So you know that we'll see what happens with that. Jesus Christ, that's crazy. Lucchesi was actually getting ready to like knock an arrow as like Argyle pulled out the carbine and started firing, and it just made Lucchesi stop. And he's just
Well,
like,
I mean, we've told Lucchesi about this stuff. He's probably not seen it yet either.
no,
No,
he's seen the
he
gun.
has.
He's
Yeah.
seen the gun, but he was not prepared for that. For that one. That one was way too much. Yeah. All right, so wait, did I didn't roll for Guy in yet? All right, so it looks like Brady is up again.
So if he's gonna aim at one of the. Okay, so if I do that short bow quick, is that the same as Rumbe where I can have 2 and 1?
So yes, but basically what you have to do is once you start. So okay, so here's how it works. Quick, you can do accurate or you can do quick.
Right.
Before you did accurate, so that was
Yes.
just one shot. You can do quick, and quick means that you get 3 shots every 2 rounds.
That's what I meant. Yes, that's yeah.
Right.
Two shots and then 1 shot the next round.
Right. So yeah, you could do that. Yeah, that works
Okay,
the same.
that's what I was. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna aim for each of. I'm gonna do a quick shot, 1 on each of the 2 moving guys.
Okay,
Does that make sense?
that makes sense. Yes.
Okay, so the first guy.
Oh shit.
Aye. And this is all with bless, by the way.
Yeah. Well, that definitely hit. Okay.
And then the second guy.
Damn.
Brady's a beast.
So Brady's like, thump, thump. It's 2 guys that got like arrows stuck in them. They're still not dead. The 2 guys. The other guy hasn't moved. The guy that stopped the moving hasn't moved at all. His head is buried in the sand and his feet are stick up.
Yeah,
The 2 guys that are moving just got hit by arrows and they're trying to get themselves out of the sand. Now that you're close to them, you're pretty sure they are ogres. And it is Malin's turn.
Malin is going to rush in and attack with his 2-handed sword.
All right. Well,
Jesus.
he rushes in, attacks with his 2-handed sword, stabs this guy through the chest, and one of them is dead. He like just pops up out of the sand. Malin just completely impales him, and he just falls back into the sand.
See, you don't mess with those boys from Plockton. Those boys from Plockton are just like.
And so then there's only one left, it appears, and you have work.
Warwick. Oh. Let's see. I guess it depends. Bless is not a concentration spell.
No.
correct?
Once you cast it, you're good.
He's gonna start going up, but he's not really in a rush or anything.
Okay.
So he's gonna start walking towards where they landed.
All right, well that's
And
gonna
then
take.
that's his turn.
Yeah, it's gonna take a minute then if he's just kind of sauntering.
Yeah.
Nectosha.
By the way, it's Klaatu Barada Nikto.
Nikto.
It actually is just Nikto.
I know.
It just popped into my brain just now.
I'm aware. I'm aware. Nectosha.
All right, I
Klaatu
want
Barada
to.
Nectosha. Necto. Necto.
Necto.
Necto.
Uh,
Yes.
Ew.
I want to approach on my horse and throw my axe.
All right. You close the distance on your horse easily, and
Axe of Naboo.
you toss your axe. The axe flies and hits its target. This guy is still not dead, but he is in a bad shape, and it didn't stick in him enough that it doesn't return. So obviously it does return.
It just whooshes back.
Wishes right back.
Oh
and,
man, I just remembered that. That's right. You've got that axe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then let's
That
see.
axe.
Dad axe. Lucchesi. Is gonna just do that.
Huh?
Fucking hell.
Damn. Jesus.
Well, the damage would have been great if he would have come anywhere near hitting, but he didn't come anywhere near hitting, so yeah, that was that's no good, even with that. And then guy on a gun, he's gonna close the distance. Make
He
a hit
does.
with his sword, and he's gonna hit this guy. This guy is just gonna barely still be alive. He looks like he's gonna try and run, but who knows where he's gonna go in the desert and it's Argyle's turn.
So since people are now
These guys didn't even get to attack.
in close distance, Argyle can't shoot again. Argyle's just not comfortable shooting with everybody in close distance. So he's like, puts it away, I guess, hops off the camel, runs with Mother at this guy, and
Oh
Jesus.
Yeah. He splits this guy in two.
Yeah.
And you find that it looks to be, once you take a look at the wreckage, it's like those air skiffs, or at least to Nectosha's eyes, it's almost like those air skiffs that Baja 2 had. It was being piloted by 3 ogres, and it does look like they had some kind of a little mounted cannon thing that they were not able to get off on you before you fucking blew up their shit. So
Steve's just like,
that.
man, I throw vampires at these guys. The vampire doesn't get a hit. I threw
That was crazy.
I throw
That was
ogres.
absolutely
I
crazy.
Yeah, that was too nutty.
Ogres and air skiffs at these guys. They don't get off a hit.
But you know what's nutty though is that like the things that end up like nearly killing you
Oh, I know.
are
They're
always
special.
It's always
so
like the
ridiculous.
dumbest shit. It's always like the most mundane. Anytime I ever put some big thing in that's like supposed to be really impressive, somehow you just fucking knock it out. But if it's just some piece of crap like normal, just run of the
Water
mill
elemental.
nothing, yeah,
Mhm.
you have like so much problem with it. Or just something stupid like, some gargoyles or something like that, Stupid little shit like that you end up having like a ton of problems with. But then,
Yep.
yeah, some big thing. No problem. No issue with the vampire. I mean, not that these guys were that bad, but I thought they'd be a little bit of a fucking challenge.
So I guess we're gonna loot.
Yeah. So you go through all of the wreckage, and
We pull the one guy out of the sand.
yeah, you pull the one guy out of the sand. The ship itself is just in complete. I'd rather have a viola than a lute. Ah ha 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 ha.
Uh,
Um. So yeah, you kind of the ship completely destroyed. You find like part of the helm. The only thing that you might have been able to save is the little cannon thing, but it's too heavy to like take with you. Like if it was
Oh, no.
on.
It's probably gone. If they had that thing loaded and there was like stuff in it when the explosion happened, that's probably what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. You're
I
probably
mean,
right.
that's
You're
probably part of,
right. Yeah.
of what happened is that it's. Although what I would say is,
Well, because yeah, they did have
actually,
like powder. They had like little
Mhm.
cannonballs
Yeah.
and powder on it.
yeah, all that powder just went.
Yeah, that's what really blew the whole thing up. Is that you fucking like.
Brady though will say, you know what we ought to do though is we ought to take as much of the wood we can and put it on the extra camel. It's going to get cold. Like if it got cold tonight like it did last night, we're going to need a fire.
That is a surprisingly good idea. So the Plockton Four get to work starting to collect some lumber, and you also take a look at these ogres. Um, here is the problem. Shit got scattered. It's the desert. Here is what I'm gonna have you guys do. Let's see.
to comb the desert.
Everybody,
I found
I ain't found shit.
everybody, not your characters, just you, just the three of you. Everybody roll a d6.
Wow.
ID6s.
Yeah. So I was kind of going more along the lines of like the searching for secrets, where low is usually better on a d6. Usually you're trying to get like a 1 or a 2 or something along those lines. You guys looked through this desert and you fucking could not find a coin.
Nothing on them.
You couldn't find all of their shit got blown off.
Oh,
I mean, they
okay.
got like blown off this thing. Like they were like everything. Even if they had pouches, the pouches got exploded off their belts and like into the desert. You didn't find. Well, wait, hang on. Maybe. Let's see. What did you find?
We gotta
Out of
start
that
carrying
whole
metal
thing-
detectors.
Out of that whole thing, you found 9 gold.
Oh wow. Oh wow. So Argyle knows he can't use it, so he's gonna like not. He's not taking any of it.
Oh,
So
gold is. It's not like gold is not worth
Is that
nothing.
gold?
But
They had gold out here? Would lucky loot. I mean, barely ever see that back in Blockton.
it's usually silver, or copper mostly. So after a little bit, you collect some wood, and you get back on your way. And after not more than the rest of the day, that was a weird phrasing.
yeah, it was. After not more than the rest of the morning that was the afternoon that turned into another evening. That kind of reminded them of yesterday.
yes. After not too long, you start to see some debris in the desert. It's getting dark, and it's starting to get very, very cold. But up ahead, there seems to be some sort of a large hole in the desert, and perhaps the remnants of some other things.
Oh wait, is this the hole?
The whole.
The hole. And this is actually the original map, just somewhat edited, because as you can see, as you start to approach, you can see what appears to be the wreckage of an airship, and looks like there's some kind of just debris out here in the desert, some kind of imperial stuff. And at the center of the hole, just barely poking out of the desert, the bottom of this very kind of conical looking do you remember that, having to slide way down? Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is it a large piece of shit?
Huh?
Is it what you were? Is it that dirt snake you were trying to push out
No,
earlier today?
no. Dirt snake. You fucking weirdo. What the hell? What the hell?
The hands.
Oh my
The
goodness.
hands. Because it does look like that.
I thought you were going for a record scratch.
No.
That's why I was doing
No. This is Dicks in the Dark. Why do you think he's going for a record scratch? He's going. He's trying to scratch another kind of itch.
Yeah, he went for the record scratch, all right.
Jesus.
Yes. Excellent.
I mean, you're the one who colored it that way. Dude, I mean, come on, dude.
It's true. It's true. I did. That's a long time ago. Do you know how old this map is? This map is like from forever.
You know, this joke was not.
Where's the bees? Right. Where are there? Hang on. Are there bees? No, that's beef. That bees. Ooh, is there? No, there's a beetle. No. Let's see.
There have to be bees. Look at that fucking bee. It's so happy. It's so, and it's pointing right at it. It's so happy to be there.
Yeah.
Right now, cough.
call. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh my goodness.
The thing is, when you're in the when you go into the military and you're like pre-basic training and you're getting your health examination, you have to do this.
You have to
Right.
do what?
Just another excuse
have-
not to go into the military.
You have to bend over and spread them for a doctor to look up in there.
To like look in it?
Yeah.
Looking in it.
Yes.
I mean, does he like pull it apart with like a
No, no. You have to reach back and spread your cheeks open and bend over, and some little old Jewish doctor comes around and just starts looking in there and just like he doesn't prod or poke or anything. He just takes a he's got like a little flashlight and he just shines the light on it and just moves on to the next person. I guess he's looking for outside polyps or anything like that. Whatever might be is that meat?
Yeah, it's beef.
Jesus.
uh oh my god.
There you go.
Anyway,
There's beef. There's beef.
Continue with what you were talking
Yeah.
about.
And then
Do you even remember what you were talking about?
and then Country Fried Mini says looking for big asteroids. So there you go. There's your big asteroid.
Look out.
All right. Anyway, so yes, as you arrive at the large gaping hole in the desert, which Nectosha confirms is the site that he visited before with the others, Baja 2's hidden buried tower, and this seems to be on the map where you had the sensor readings of 3 buried vessels.
So, Natosha, there should be 2 more of these out here too. Do you know about those?
Well, in the scan, they were like literally together, like side by side.
Oh, in the same hole?
It like roughly roughly you would think
You mean
that,
they have 3 of them in the same hole? What the hell?
well, like roughly you would say that maybe there's like, one over on this hand and one or under this hand and one under this
gotcha.
hand. So they're
Okay.
like, they're like
Okay.
in a row. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
So
that
there's
makes
like
sense.
one and then
Okay.
there's like one here. Also, I think if I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Yeah.
That's this is an accurate the measurements on the map are accurate. So it's a very large bees and a very large bee hole, as you can see.
Mhm.
So yeah. So that's what you're thinking. You're thinking that the other 2 were just not uncovered. Now, of course, there's no way to actually know whether this is the center one, and then there's, because you're kind of out here. It could be that this is the very far left, and the others are over here,
Right.
or that this is somewhere up here, and that there's one like here, and another like down here. But
So I think the thing that Argyle will do is he'll pull his multi out and scan to see what he can see.
okay, so he pulls his multi out and he starts to scan. Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Eh.
Other than the fact that this is the spot, he's not really able to interpret any of the readings.
Okay.
Yeah, I
And
think this is the spot.
And unless he makes communication, which again I don't know if you're trying to radio silence.
Mhm. Not quite yet. Yeah, we're not going to quite go there yet.
Okay.
Well, guess we ought to set up camp. It's getting dark. Try to explore this thing in the morning.
It sounds like a pretty good idea. I worked up a big appetite today. We're hungry. Got some snacks.
Ooh, what kind of snacks do you have there?
Let's see. I got some Plockton potato chips.
Hey, hey, Malin. Hey, Malin. Did we bring enough food for him?
We never bring enough food for him. This guy in a gun. Fatty.
Oh God, is this guy? Is he Beavis?
He might be. He probably looks like Beavis.
Ah,
No, didn't I say he has I say he's got brown hair. Yeah, he's got brown. He's a brown-haired Beavis. Brown beaver.
he's a brown Beavis.
Yes. So, yes, you start to set up camp and make preparations for your spelunk deep into Bajatu's hole.
He consenting
right.
to this.
What's that?
Baja consenting to this.
Baja, he's dead. So this is kind of like you know what's funny? I watched a guy and he was talking about mummies, and they were saying like he was like, I want to be cremated because he's like there's some picture of this like mummy who is, I don't know, he's like 3,000 years old, but his penis is like mummified in like a little like straight up like erect position, right? And
Right.
there's this picture, I don't know, embalming and shit. But there's this picture of like these three teenage girls, modern teenage girls, like pointing and laughing at this guy's penis, and the guy that I'm like, watch, he's like, just in like 5,000 years, there's gonna be teenagers laughing at your penis. This is why you have to get cremated. You cannot get buried, because if you get buried, they're just gonna dig you up and laugh at your dick. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, look at this fantastic specimen, and then some like, some 14-year-old girls are gonna laugh at it.
Yeah.
The hell of a legacy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yep.
It's like, you can't keep any girth in death.
I didn't think you could keep erection in death either, but here
That's
we
true. That's true.
Well, they
you
probably
know.
put a popsicle stick in there or something.
Yeah, like a little like wire.
are. They got some splints going up in there during the embalming process.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Don't you think it interesting that it can be both an A-hole and a B-hole? Ah, that's true.
Very wise. Very insightful.
Well, that
Yeah.
brought us to the end.
That's
That's
true.
in every sense of the word, it's brought us to the end.
Right. They did probably inflate it with pitch, but apparently not enough pitch. They should have used a lot more pitch so that this guy would not get laughed at, but he did. So there it is. So anyway, yeah, you made it. You made it to the hole, which means that next time on Up, Up and Away,
Ooh.
the Plockton Four, Argyle, Lucchesi, and Nectosha, newly introduced. Reintroduced, but introduced for the first time on stream. Ready to go down into this tower that you now know is a craft. You'll get to see it with different eyes.
Actually,
Because
we
you-
will see it with different eyes because this is, except for Nictosha, this is not the same.
Well,
party.
yeah, it's exactly. yeah. It's true. But so yes, so neck toes. Everybody has neck toes, and yeah. So let's see. Over to the game end screen here. Any last words? Any closing thoughts about anything?
No.
The return of Nectosha. He's back.
Back.
He's
Is he
back.
staying though?
We'll have to see. Nobody knows. Up, up and away. It's up, up in the air.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's hard to tell. He's back for now, at least. And, well, here's the thing. Timmy, there are some people that know Nectosha. Well, there's at least Timmy is back on, is back here.
And Mary knows Nectosha. Mike knows Nectosha. Where is, those people aren't around right now, but
Right.
actually, no, Rumbe knows Nectosha.
Rumbe does know Nectosha. That is true. 100%.
And I can guarantee you that Nectosha remembers Rumbe.
Well, yeah, he would definitely remember Rumbe because Rumbe was the whole. Again, that
He
was
was the
kind of the
point,
whole
yeah.
impetus of the characters being in
Mhm.
the palace in the first place, and that's the thing that they had in common was saving their stoned compatriots.
Yeah.
So, tiny
Kidneys.
kidneys are. What is a kidney?
It's this thing that's like right about here.
Yeah, you have two of them. But if they're tiny and shriveled, that's not good. I want tiny kidneys. Cool. Well, next time, join us here. And yeah,
Same Dick's time, same Dick's channel.
that's true. Yeah,
Catch you guys next week.
definitely. All right. Well, if that is everything, thanks for joining us. Please hit subscribe, like all the YouTube stuff and the things and whatnot. And we've been the Dicks in the Dark, and we will see you again.
Later.
So I got to tell you guys a story here. I got to tell you what happened to me